What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. Today's video is helping us into X-Men issue number 17. The X-Men learn that their old foe, Cassandra Nova, is a member of a new group called 3K. They have forcibly activated mutant powers in multiple individuals. They have done so they can defeat the X-Men and replace them, with 3K shooting down the Marauder, Kid Omega lost in the wreckage, the young girl Piper, she had a twin that was absorbed in the womb, the one that is the true mutant. So when this absorbed twin is able to escape, Cassandra Nova helps manipulate her mind, turns her against the X-Men. Recognizing the severity of the situation, Sentinel Magneto enters the fight. Alright gang, so we pick up right in the fray. X-Men versus X-Men. Wire is observing from a distance, but he's about to break off, saying that drone footage should be sufficient from here on out. This is where we see a nice little conversation. Wire is really hyping himself up, saying he's the one that builds killers. Something that he's done his whole life, that no one is better at it than him. But Cassandra Nova does remind him that you were only our second choice. The only reason you have any value at all is because Victor Creed is dead, or at least they assume that Sabretooth is dead. This is what takes us over to Quentin Quire. We saw him get blown out of the sky, barely having consciousness. He knows he's only got a limited amount of time, so he initializes his autonomous telekinetic failsafe, life support, impact absorption, and self-sustaining. It will stay this way until the user is rendered conscious enough to re-establish its own authority. Authorized allies that are allowed to help him get out of this are members of his team. So as we pick up in present time, we see Zorn going out and looking for him, and what we see is Kid Omega protected in his telekinetic shield, getting Quentin to safety. This is what takes us to Magneto, asking the young twin, the one that has taken over this body, "Do you know who I am, child?" Because I am Magneto, asking if the others gave her the speech. And they did, but she didn't listen. But Magneto tells her that I don't give speeches. Now he goes to show her what a real menace mutant looks like. Cassandra and the others recognizing that he is driving a wild Sentinel, but they also think this is working in their benefit. The so-called X-Men, defenders of mutant kind, using a Sentinel. Our evil team sitting around discussing the best options for them to do. One of them still wants to make more clones of Joseph, the clone that is originally Magneto. Some of them want to use army of clones to do this, to win whatever battles it is they need to fight. But when they created this little group, they forbid assembling clone armies. There's a reason the Sinister isn't a part of this group. As we continue to watch this battle unfold between Magneto and the twin, the Sentinel's arm is ripped off, saying that you call yourself Magneto, that I thought you used to be somebody, but now you're using a Sentinel as a crutch. What happened to you? And what happened to him is he lost his appetite for blood. He thought if he killed enough flat scans, hurt enough people, that they would understand, that they would comply. But drinking blood only leaves you sick. He has embraced violence, he always has. But violence without direction is pointless. It's nothing more than a tantrum. And while this looks like it almost gets through to her, Cassandra Nova, she just pokes and prods a little bit and causes this kid to continue going haywire. Hopping us back over to the battlefield, we see Cyclops take down Schwarzschild. With the help of Juggernaut and the others, they're able to put this dude down. And Schwarzschild was kinda talking shit. Like, how does somebody with a piss poor mutant power like yours run the X-Men? How are you their leader? After he beats him down, he tells them, like, that's a misconception, that the most powerful among us are the leaders. Cyclops' mutant power has never been the reason that he's dangerous. It's because he sets up a battlefield like a pool table, with everything just in the right place. So when you sink that first ball, all the rest of it will follow. He tells them, like, you guys have been trained well, but all of your tactics go through your so-called leader. Now with him out of the question, out of the equation altogether, what do you guys have left? As Cyclops and them go to take on the rest of these X-Men, we pick up with young Piper. Ben and Jennifer have taken her back to her home, back to her mother. They believe that this is their only way forward, that their friends are going to die if they don't get the help of the mother. They believe that she may be the only one to stop the psychopathic twin on a rampage to kill not only Magneto, but the entire town. And as we are taken over to the factory, the wet footsteps making their way inside, because Wire has arrived. He has infiltrated the HQ of the X-Men. While all of them were away, while they were spread too thin, he broke in. His third objective now in effect. It is time for Wire to make a house call. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Slowly but surely, things are being revealed. Now, we already knew the Joseph, the clone of Magneto. We saw him in the Scarlet Witch series. So we know for certain that 3K has been working in the background for quite a few months now. I cannot wait to figure out more about how Cassandra Nova got into this time. If you guys remember, during the Marauders series, she was stuck billions of years in the past. We witnessed the birth of mutant kind. We saw the earliest and the first civilization of mutant kind. This is the time era that they had left her in. The time era where we see a very young Krakoa. God, I wish we got more of that. I wish we had explored more of that time era. Hopefully we get back to it. Hopefully we get to see a little bit more of it, because it really was a very interesting story. But Cassandra Nova was stuck there. So that leaves us wondering, how the hell did she travel billions of years into the future? Is there a mutant that has time-traveling abilities? Did she find some kind of loophole to preserve her body all of that time until the time came where it was time for her to come back out? Nonetheless, Cassandra Nova being here leaves many questions open. And now that Wire has snuck into the HQ, we must assume that he's going after Beast. But Wire might be finding out that he bit off more than he can chew. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that is going on with this series, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's gonna get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on with the X-Men. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50 from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.